episode 11 of Comics and Us. I'm TJ.
And I'm Chris.
And I'm Lumpy.
And this is the review show that reviews comics chronologically. Kind of. Alright, we're going into Detective Comics number 36. This one is called Batman Meets Hugo Strange. It was released in February 1940, and it is 12 pages long.
It gets really wordy again.
Well, there's a lot going on in this issue.
There sure is. Like, it's not just a Hugo Strange story. It's got all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, well, so spoilers, Hugo Strange is in this one. And it's actually the first Batman Rogues Gallery. I didn't think he was first, but apparently he is.
We haven't seen anybody that comes back?
Well, we had that monk character who came back, but he got murdered by Batman with a gun. And then that doctor guy also came back, but he got murdered by Batman too.
Right. Yeah, technically the only one that has technically been mentioned was in the origin story.
Right.
Yeah.
And
other than that, nobody else. Exactly, they didn't even mention him. He's technically the only one who really continues in the lore.
Right.
That's it. And then this guy, Hugo Strange.
But
and Batman's fiance for a little while. What is her name again? I forget
Julie
her name.
Madison.
Julie Madison.
Julie.
Yeah, she keeps popping up.
Yeah, she's in one panel in this entire comic.
I didn't even realize she was in this one. She's in this one?
It's funny, because I didn't catch her either.
I didn't either, but when I was looking up the synopsis, it said Julie Madison was in there. And I was like, no, she wasn't. And then I scanned through it, and she's in the last page, right?
Funny.
Maybe, no, I'm wrong. It's not this.
I was going to say, my synopsis doesn't even mention her.
I was thinking of one of the later next issues.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she's in one panel, so... Anyway, the cover is Batman kicking, I don't know if that's a Mongol or Chinaman.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It has a little bit of a Mongol shape, but has the Chinaman features with the hair and stuff. Yeah. But
I'd like to apologize for these two. I'd like to apologize for these two saying Chinaman again, just because I'm pretty sure that's not the right term.
Listen,
that's how the comic refers to them.
We're going...
Welcome back to the 40s.
Early Batman, and what I will say is they've actually done away with the yellow skin for them on my copy.
True. Yeah, my copy too. They do look a little more, pinkish instead of just bright yellow.
They have a skin color instead of them.
Well, I'll tell you what, on mine, they are yellow as hell.
Wow.
Oh, really? Well, maybe we got updated fixed copies. Maybe that's what we got.
I definitely have a fixed copy for sure.
They are yellow as all. Like, they're almost as the back wall where Batman's swinging yellow to you guys.
Oh, and orange, no way. Yep.
Yellow and orange. It's just a shade lower than that.
I see it on the website I'm on that's actually got the cover up. And I do see it, the back wall, they look almost that same color.
Yep.
Wow.
Not on mine, they are as white as Batman. They had that same skin tone as Batman.
Right, they're pink skin tone a little bit.
Yeah, that is wild. That yours are yellow still.
So, yeah, Batman's kicking these guys down a flight of steps, apparently trying to kill them like he always does.
Yeah, he's a murderer. He's a serial killer, Batman is, so.
I do want to point out, the comic still only costs 10 cents.
Yes, I keep watching that, because I'm waiting for it to come up.
Yeah, me too.
Now, on this cover, his cape is split in half.
Oh, yeah.
You see that? Like bat wings.
They are like bat wings.
But it's not always like that.
Maybe they cut it or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a little swipe. I guess it's him kicking the guy, swinging. Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's jump into this first one here. Did I say the title? Batman Meets Hugo Strange.
Mine just is called Hugo Strange on mine. Professor Hugo Strange is what it's called on mine.
On yours? I mean, I looked up the official name on the DC thing. That's what it says.
Oh, well, you're fancy, so I'm not going to argue with you. Go ahead.
And mine doesn't have a name at all. Like, usually there's a title line or a headline. They don't have anything on mine at all.
We're both looking at synopsis, Lump.
Yeah. Mine doesn't have a title on it at all. I actually had to go back to the beginning of my hard copy and find out what the title was.
Well, I said, in other issues, even just before this, there were ones that actually kind of gave it somewhat of a title where it says Batman there. But not on this one.
I have seen that too. No, not on this one at all.
They don't always title them for some reason. It's weird.
Yeah.
So we start off with Batman looking down at the street as this guy's running, and then he gets shot, right?
this is a modern-day crime here. This is a drive-by shooting that's going on.
Yeah.
It really is.
This is a drive-by.
Yeah. Well, it's not. It kind of is. But this guy actually jumps out of that car.
Does he?
It says
yeah. He does.
He's making his way, and he sees a man leap from a speeding car.
Yeah.
Ah, so the guy tried to get away and got shot. Okay.
And then they shot him. But, I mean, technically they are driving, and they shoot him and drive away.
But they weren't just driving by. It was a drive-away shooting.
No, it was drive away. He jumps out of the car, and then they kill him.
Yeah, and then they drive away, so...
Well, anyway, this guy's a G-Man, apparently, right?
The G-Man.
A G-Man. And he gives Batman a book.
Where does he give Batman a book?
You don't think he doesn't do it? He gives him a book.
No. Batman finds the book in his pocket.
Ah, yeah, I do see. Because later on, I noticed Batman's got the book, and I had to go back a couple times. Like, where did he give him this book? But I see it now. Batman's going through his pockets and steals a book.
Yeah, he's looting the body.
Yeah, he's looting the body. He don't care. He's killed so many people by now, it don't matter to him. He has no feelings at all.
I'm gonna spoil it. I'm gonna spoil it right now. Batman doesn't kill a single person in this issue.
Really? Well, they think he did right now.
Yeah, they think they did, but that's because the cops are idiots.
Oh my God, these cops are bad. What is going on here where he says, "Well, he's gone. No use chasing him anymore." Are you serious right now? And then the other guy's like, "Yeah, you might as well chase a ghost. Let's just let him go. Who cares?"
Yeah, they're like, and we can't see him in the dark.
Yeah. Oh, this ain't the last time they say something like that too. It's when the fog comes in.
We're gonna get to that.
They're terrible.
Yeah,
these cops are terrible.
Anyway, Bruce Wayne's back home reading the book. He's not going to give the cut to the cops until he clears Batman's name.
Oh, he really has a problem with the cops too, doesn't he? Like I've the last couple issues I've read, he doesn't want to tell the cops anything. He wants to do it himself.
Yeah, I mean,
each time that happens, it's after they think he killed somebody.
That does happen a lot too.
Apparently, that's true. But I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind. Anyway. He's reading the book, and he puts it away, and then we're introduced to Hugo Strange.
Yeah.
Hugo Strange is very tall, very slim, got a bald head, and glasses.
I gotta be honest, Hugo Strange hasn't changed that much over the years.
No, he's kind of scary looking, too.
Yeah.
So
he looks kind of big and imposing in the picture where he's grabbing a hold of the guy's jacket.
Yeah, I feel like he's like a giant German guy, right?
That's kind of what he looks like.
I mean, if you look at the later where he's fighting with Batman, he's even dwarfing Batman.
And he's strong, too. I have that actually in my notes. Hugo Strange is strong.
He's got broad shoulders. I mean, he looks like a big dude.
So anyway, Hugo Strange is building a fog machine that I'm not sure why he wanted a G-Man.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on with him either.
I'm reading it through it right now, but because I have it up in front of me, but I'm not seeing why.
I think he thought he was double-crossing him, didn't he? Wasn't that what was going on?
Since the G-Man is dead, he can get no information from... Yeah, I guess he was working for Hugo Strange.
Right, and I think they were, because it says Professor Strange, that G-Man we were supposed to take for a ride, and then he stops him.
So is G-Man code for something?
I
believe
or is it just his name?
No, I think it's code for like FBI or like.
Is that what it? See, I never knew.
Or like Men in Black kind of guy, but I'm pretty sure it's government official.
Oh, government man. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's government. Yeah.
So he was undercover. That's why they wanted to kill him.
Yeah,
because
that's what
he was working for Hugo Strange, but giving information to the cops.
Okay, G-Man is an American slang term for agents of the United States government. So yeah, G-Man.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah. But like, I also think that's what they refer to, like those mysterious Men in Black guys that show up out of nowhere. And
they're above the government, but they're also government employees, right?
Yeah. Well, the deep state conspiracy.
The special.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the ones that have Hellboy and stuff. Those
guys.
Well, they're definitely above the government, but
but kind of work for the government on top of it.
Anyway,
just to keep peace. But yeah, anyway,
let's proceed on to Hugo Strange's epic plan here to create fog to rob banks because the cops are stupid.
Right. But apparently it's working because Clancy and this other cop, they don't want to go out there. It's hard to see in the fog.
Well, no, they can't see anything. How are we supposed to chase criminals in the fog?
Right. They can't see in the fog to chase anybody or anything. So they can't catch Batman. They can't chase criminals. They just want to go sit in their car, apparently.
My favorite part is They show the cops shooting at these guys driving away from the bank, right? They can't they can't catch them or anything. Yet they couldn't get there soon enough to go into the bank to see what was happening.
Apparently not.
You know,
and they just shoot blindly into the fog?
Apparently, yeah.
And I'm confused. If nobody can see anything, how come the criminals can drive around in the fog and see fog?
That's an excellent point. Who knows? This is stupid.
Yeah, because it's insane.
You don't understand comic book logic. If you create it, it doesn't affect you. That's how it works.
All I'm saying is I can suspend my disbelief for really out there fantastical things, but this is a practical kind of machine that just creates fog, and fog's a real thing. It's really hard to suspend my disbelief with this one. This one is really bad.
Yeah, that's the thing that kind of gets me in here is like, nobody else can see it. So foggy. But the bad guys...
They can get in there and rob banks, no problem.
No problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, like Commissioner Gordon is in the next panel yelling at this guy because they can't keep up with the fog.
My problem with 1940s is the fog was the worst thing that could possibly happen.
Apparently.
Like, the fog has shut everything down. They can't even fight crime.
Everything down. Could you imagine if it was like snow and fog?
The news keeps saying something about freezing fog, which I can't figure out what it is. But if they got freezing fog, they would be in trouble.
This could be a problem. 1940s, everything is done in the fog.
I mean, they didn't even close down New York after that blimp blew up all those people.
Right.
Yeah, that was
the
fine.
fog.
They had no problem with that. With the fog.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bruce Wayne hears a report over the radio about a missing electrical engineer.
Yeah.
And about how the banks are being robbed. So the bad guys go and rob a bank. Right?
First they rent a moving van.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I skipped that panel.
First they rent a moving van, and then they rob a bank.
Then they go rob a bank. See, Batman's smart. He goes into the bank and sees them.
Yes, well, that's why he's Batman, because he's even better than the police. That's why he's not giving nothing to the police. He's like, listen, I'm just going to go into the bank and get them myself, all right? Apparently you guys can't even find the bank, so I'll just go get them myself.
So he beats up the thugs and stops the bank robbery, leaves them.
Yeah, don't blast past this. This panel at the bottom here is my favorite drawing that they've done so far.
What, him punching?
Yeah, going straight through them. His cape's up in the air. It looks awesome. It looks great. The boxes are flying over behind him. This is my favorite drawing so far.
Yeah,
he looks like a bowling ball down the alley. Like, it just explodes everything around him.
It looks like it's close to Batman that I know at this point. You know, his cape's flying behind him. He's got all four guys knocked down. It looks really good.
Oh, it's missing. It's like pow, bang, wow.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know we joke and we crap on a lot of stuff, but when I saw this panel, I was like, wow, that should have been the cover right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. It is really good.
Yeah, it's great.
The art is pretty, we don't really talk about it much, but it's pretty decent all the way through.
We haven't complained about the art at all. Yeah, there was no complaints about the art.
So, for the time period anyway.
Right.
But it's consistent, and it's not bad, so...
I'm definitely impressed by the artist, whoever it was, which I think we mentioned in our early episodes who it was.
There's different artists for different issues.
Each one. Okay.
We probably should be saying that too, but we're not.
They don't mention it. It's not in the book.
It's not.
I think I have it in the beginning of these, which I probably could have been. What is this?
The only person on my list is Bob Kane.
Yeah, Bob Kane created Batman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is, even for this comic here, it says cover art Bob Kane, writer Bill Finger, pencils Bob Kane, inks Bob Kane, and Jerry Robinson. So yeah.
I mean, they were artists too, so maybe they did a lot of their own stuff.
Possibly
at the time, but it is really, really well done, especially for the 40s. Yeah. It's impressive.
I was totally impressed. And the panel itself, like the feet are coming off the bottom of the panel. Like they drew off the panel. It looks great. It really does look good.
All right, so Batman goes outside and shoots a gun into the air to get the police's attention.
Is it a gun or is it a flare gun? Because there's like a red line that comes out of it.
I just assumed Batman shot a gun. He has a gun.
He does. He pulls it out sometimes for no reason and then puts it back. He don't even shoot it.
Exactly. So I just assumed it's in his utility belt and he pulls it and shoots it into the air.
And I don't know. It just says this ought to bring to the police in a hurry, and that's all. It doesn't say what it is or.
I thought flare gun because of that red line coming out of it, but you're right. They have had him pull a gun quite a few times already. So
I mean, I just thought that was the shot line, to show where it's going.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Anyway.
Yeah, I see it. It's kind of red and blackish, but the whole background's kind of red, so I think it's just a gun.
It's because of the fog.
Yes.
You never seen black lights in the fog?
I can see Batman just fine in the fog. So, I don't know.
Anyway, Hugo Strange reads in the paper that the Batman is stopped the robbers, and then he gets all mad and says he's going to crush him like he crushes just glass, like it's...
Oh, he's so mad. And he crushes the glass, but I don't know if he hurts himself or not. It doesn't say.
I mean, according to that blood splatter...
Yeah, I thought that was blood, too.
I'm just confused. It looks like a wine glass, and all he did was squeeze the stem.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, but it's shattered into pieces.
I mean, it's pretty hard to crush glass, but it's not impossible. I don't see why that's an impressive feat.
I
couldn't do it, but anyone with strong hands could do it. You know what I mean?
In wine glass, you could probably do it.
I mean, if I tried hard enough, sure. But,
it's not impressive. I would say that.
No. Anyway, the next night, the Batman again goes forth on his nocturnal prowl into the night I can't read the rest of that.
Into the inky blackness of the night.
There you go. Into the inky blackness of the night. I read that because it doesn't say how he knows where the guys are.
Nope. He is psychic. I'm telling you, he does this all the time. He just shows up at people's houses.
This isn't a house, though. This is a warehouse.
Yeah, actually, I really like the name of the warehouse too. Wolf Brothers Fur Company.
Yes.
So yeah, Batman goes into this warehouse and. I'm just going to count. He beats up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys at once. Like, it's just panels of him punching these 9 guys over and over again.
Yeah.
You know how they say exciting and adventurous Batman in the beginning? This is what they're talking about. There's panel after panel, him swinging around, kicking, punching. There's blood everywhere. There's giant pals. The one guy's got blood shooting out of his nose.
So
yes, I mean, they've been knocked down the steps. They've been beaten on pretty good here.
So he beats all those guys up. Go ahead, TJ.
Hold on.
I know where you're going. Go ahead.
I'm actually not getting to that right now, but we're going to get to that in a moment. But Batman gets a new superpower. He has as strong as Hercules now.
Oh, I did read that. You're right. He has the strength of Hercules.
Right? And that's combined with his muscles of steel.
Is that how you say it? He has the strength of a Hercules? Is there a Hercules? Is there many Herculeses or...
No, it's just
okay. It says the strength of a Hercules.
Yeah, that's confusing because if you're talking about is Hercules a god?
Hercules is an actual DC character and Wonder Woman.
Oh,
really? Wow, yeah. I didn't realize that.
Actually, he might even have his own set of comics.
Huh, that's interesting.
Hercules has,
He might, I'm not sure, but I know for a fact because Wonder Woman's all about Greek mythology and about how they follow the gods, and the gods make appearances. Wonder Woman's main adversary, I mean, you guys probably seen the Wonder Woman movie.
I did not.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, she fights Ares, the god of war, at the end of that.
Right, yeah, she fights Ares.
I know the story of her anyway. I mean, she is, like you said, Greek gods.
I just watched 1985. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, I didn't think it was bad either, but people seem to really hate on that one.
Well, because, I don't know.
And it's 1984,
I don't know what they want.
By the way.
Oh, 1984, I'm sorry. I don't know what they want. People want Marvel, and they're not getting Marvel. So just get DC and be happy with it,
But we're not here to talk about movies.
Right. Keep moving.
You're right.
Anyway.
But I can talk about movies all night if you want.
I wanted to do a podcast, but you said, no, I don't want to watch a movie every time we do a podcast.
I didn't know you were going to give me all this homework. Jeez.
Anyway, after Batman knocks out all the guys, he gets hit in the back of the head and knocked out again.
Oh my God, you said this was his kryptonite, TJ, and I think you're right. I think you're really right.
I went back and counted how many times he's been knocked out. He's been knocked out at this point 4 times in 4 consecutive comics.
In the back of the head like that, right?
Yeah. 4 straight times, and each of the last 4 comics, he's been knocked out exactly like this, hit in the back of the head.
Hit in the back of the head.
He gets hurt. He gets hurt more by this than being shot, which he's twice.
He's been shot. He just beat up 9 guys. One guy, all he needs is one whack to the back of the head, and he's done.
I don't know if you've ever been hit in the head with a blackjack before. This is the second time he's been knocked out with a blackjack. So, I don't know what he was knocked out in the other 2 times, but the blackjack I can see. I get it.
Right.
But it's not the point. It's the fourth.
It's the fact. Wait, it's the fact that he lets them hit him in the back of the head. He just beat up 9 guys.
Right. And his armor is what he's wearing is supposed to be bulletproof. Doesn't he have protection in that, Cal?
I mean,
apparently not.
Maybe he doesn't need to worry about his head, but apparently he does.
I don't think his stuff is bulletproof in this. I mean, as of now, he's been shot twice already. Yeah, he did have a. I thought he had a bulletproof vest on.
After he got shot the second time, I think he turned it into a bulletproof. I think they meant
that.
I could be wrong, but I remember reading that.
Well, we'll find out if he gets shot again. That's how we'll find out.
Yeah. Anyway, so they capture him and bring him to Hugo Strange, who decides to whip him.
Listen, I don't understand this. But I did have a question, though. Did you write down how many times he got whacked in the back of the head next to his death count? Because we might as well keep track of that, too.
Yeah, I literally wrote it down.
Okay, cool.
I wrote down KOs and death counts.
Okay. Yeah, Hugo Strange is in the S&M, apparently. Because he didn't want to kill him, he just wanted to whip him.
I don't know. But he uses his muscles of steel again to break out of it. And right. I didn't go back and do this, but he uses the gas pellet again.
Yeah, but new gas. New gas. This is sleeping gas.
Oh, this is sleeping gas?
All he ever had was choking gas. Now he's got sleeping gas.
Oh, it doesn't work on him.
No, well, Hugo Strange does what you do with gas. You put a handkerchief over your mouth. You're good.
That's true.
That's it. He blocked it.
So then Batman and Hugo Strange decide they're going to fight each other.
Right. And Hugo Strange gets right on top of him, too. Like, he don't take...
Yeah, choking him out.
Yeah, this is the most somebody's gotten over on Batman without hitting him in the back of the head.
So I'm confused. He throws the gas vial. Hugo Strange, he has a reason why it doesn't affect him. He puts a handkerchief over his nose.
Right.
But Batman is unaffected by it completely?
He's holding his breath.
If you did it, if you created it, it doesn't affect you.
I forgot.
I just told you that.
If you created it, it doesn't affect you.
Yep, same with the fog.
And
yep.
That's all I need to know. Good.
So anyway, after a couple panels of Batman and Hugo Strange fighting, Batman restrains Hugo Strange and finds his really weirdly designed fog machine.
Yeah, it is crazy looking.
It's got like 2 balls at the top of it and a bunch of machinery in between it. It's really
there's
weird.
Like a big beaker pouring something out at the top, and it's weird.
It's got a funnel. Yeah, it's got strange stuff.
It looks like something like when you're cleaning up your kids' toys that you pile all the stuff together. That's what it looks like.
That's right. Anyway, he finds the electrical engineer, and they go to stop it.
Yeah, don't be frightened. I'm the Batman.
Right, but the next panels are really... I don't know what's going on in this panel here. Not after he saves them, the next page, the third one over, they're on top of something. That's what happened?
Well, they're going up to turn... Apparently, that's where the turn-off switch is. They spring to the controls of the gigantic machine. Apparently, the controls, for some reason, are built into this machine, and the machine has grown by like 10 times since the last time we saw it.
The machine looks really small in the panel up here.
Yeah, but apparently you need like a 20-foot ladder to get up to the middle of it. So.
Yeah, okay. So it's like 100 feet tall, this machine. Okay.
And it's inside. It's inside the guy's building in like a random room in the building, too. So.
Right, and so they stop it, and the fog stops, and the police are happy again. And
they go into a full-on science lesson.
There was that's something I want to mention. Where was it? Oh, he found out that hot lightning caused condensed steam in the air. How did they make hot lightning?
Yeah, that was a strange
story there. Generally hot?
You would think it's a bolt of electricity. You would think it was hot.
Yeah,
it's hot.
When it strikes something, it does set things on fire. So I would assume it's already pretty hot as it is.
Right.
So it's not hot lightning as much as it's just lightning.
Well, they called it hot lightning. Did they make it hotter?
Well, there is such thing as heat lightning, which it must be created by heat. It must be created by heat instead of being. I'm guessing.
But you see that in the deserts and stuff when you're driving through it. In the air, I mean, but...
Well, they made it, apparently. They made some hot lightning.
I don't know, we're not scientists.
I just thought it was sexy. I thought it was probably sexy lightning. It was like, ooh, that's some hot lightning.
Yeah, it's hot lightning.
Anyway, I'm curious about after they solve everything in this one panel, there's an awning that just says radio up there.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
Oh, there's a radio in the corner. I didn't even notice.
Oh, so that awning's supposed to tell you that the radio is there?
Yeah, I guess.
Is that awning, like, over a radio outside in a random place?
It sure looks that way, doesn't it?
It sure does. Did they, in the 40s, did they just walk down the street, you walk past, you could stop and listen to the radio for a little while if you wanted to?
Yeah,
I actually think
that's
you
probably
could.
how people got news at that time.
Probably.
You're right, that's a possibility. Because everybody maybe couldn't afford a radio?
Yeah.
Wow.
So stores would put them out there and it would attract a crowd, keep business going.
I love how we just make up our stuff and it turns into facts. I love that.
We have no idea. We know absolutely nothing.
Nope.
So,
but it's said in the previous episode that all we say is fact.
Fact. It's
yes.
If it's on a podcast, it must be true. So
it must be.
Yeah, you have to believe it.
Anyway, we finish up with Bruce Wayne at home and Hugo Strange behind bars.
Yeah, Batman's listening to the broadcast. Apparently, he's got his own radio, so he doesn't even have an awning over his.
He's a millionaire. He's super rich. So this is one of the few panels that we see the bad guy behind bars. I think we only seen this once before.
Well, I'll tell you what. He vows revenge behind the bars there, so.
Yeah, well, he's super evil.
Dun, dun,
Again, this is, instead of Batman killing people, this is where it starts to change over, I'm assuming, to him.
No.
No. Oh, really?
No.
Interesting.
Because he pushes a statue over on about 15 people pretty soon, so.
Yeah, we'll get to that one.
Wow.
Anyway, the sensational Batman, America's most exciting mystery action adventure. I don't know what that word is.
It says strip. It says strip. Like it's a comic strip.
Appears only in Detective Comic. Blah, 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 blah.
A new thrilling episode next month. That's it.
Yep. Uncle Chris, who was in this one?
So, the individuals we have are Batman, Commissioner James Gordon, Professor Hugo Strange's first appearance. We got John Davis, lead singer of Korn, by the way. He dies in this. John Davis's death. Then we got Henry Jenkins and Clancy. I guess they're the cops.
Yeah.
And then the organizations were Hugo Strange's thugs, and the locations were Gotham City, Wayne Manor, and Wolf Brothers Fur Company, which I really like that name.
So we should mention whether or not we actually like the comic, because we never do that. We just complain.
Yeah, we like to come in, well, because we like to joke around about it. But I did enjoy this one. I like this one.
And even when I complain about stuff, that's just the way I talk about things. I actually love it.
Yes.
So,
when we talk about other stuff besides this podcast, all we do is complain about everything. That's all we do. We just complain.
Basically, that's my life. Things that I like, I just complain about.
Yeah.
That's how you know I like it.
I love this peanut butter whiskey, but why is it peanut butter? Why is it whiskey? Who knows?
Yeah, I just ate peanut butter M&Ms, and they were so good.
All right. Yeah, this was a good one.
Yeah, I did like this one. I had some problems, with the cops and things like that, but overall, I did enjoy it.
I don't think there's been one that we've read yet that has bad. So.
No. Again, we complain about a lot of things, and we pick it apart. This is what happens when you do a podcast. You pick it apart because that's what we're here to do. Nobody expects you to talk, page by page, panel by panel. That's where you find the things that are wrong. And, I mean, it happens, but we do enjoy Batman. I do like Batman.
But I just usually don't end by saying we like it. We just usually end and say, that's it.
Right.
And to go on record, I have not read a single one that I did not really like yet. I mean, I liked everyone starting with the first Batman. I didn't like the first Detective Comics. I'll be honest about that one. That one was rough.
I didn't hate it. It was a tough read, though. There was a tough, because it wasn't, I'm a Batman fan. I'm not a fan of those guys. So just reading a single comic out of somebody you don't know was a little bit tough.
Yeah, it was rough.
And it was 60-something pages.
Right. It's not like we were doing 8 pages or 10 pages. It was a full comic.
I'm sure we wouldn't give Speed Saunders a chance if we were only reading his stuff,
Right. And that Detective Comics #1 was very racist and hard to read.
It was rough, man. It was
rough.
Noted.
For the time, it was probably great, but it was tough.
It was tough, and that's why we gave up on those and went straight to Batman.
All right. So, Uncle Chris, take it away.
So, what is Batman's favorite part of the joke?
What?
Come on, you can't guess this one?
Hold on.
The punchline.
Come on. That's your best one. That's my favorite.
That was the best one?
far.
I liked a different one. I can't remember what it was, but
Whatever. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.